Hello everyone, welcome to our international Tongren broadcast and healing opportunity. I'd like to hear from all of you. I've been doing a lot of research lately, just reading, and if you could tell me your opinion on how Tongren works at a distance. So, let me know your opinion. I've been seeing a lot about coherence, which is basically that we're not transmitting actively enforcing energy onto a recipient. We are creating an opportunity for joint coherence, and in many ways, as I learned it from the very beginning, what we call entrainment. So I'd like to hear from all of you about your opinions, and let's begin right away. And someone has the flu. Oh, I just went through that. Deep cough, bad sore throat, and body aches. Sore throat, definitely, that would be a colloidal silver throat spray. That would be my first recommendations, but let's work on the flu for everyone since everyone is getting it. And I had it about 3 weeks ago, formally diagnosed myself. And let's begin. I'll sit back because people like to watch, see where I'm tapping. We do our 3-part process. There it is. Just as we do in the class, which is coming up on January 17, and the hands-on work, Tui Na Workshop on January 31st. So let's begin. Viruses replicate. I just sent out my email. Let me know if you got my email with my suggestions for this prevalent virus. So we do blood flow to the brain, part 1. Basically, turn on all the lights in the processing centers in our brain. Hypothalamus, pituitary, central cortex, motor cortex. So initializing the endocrine biochemical system and initializing the bioelectrical system of the nerves. And those are our primary areas for looking for blockages or coherent entrainment. So let's do this. We'll do an immune boost for everyone. Command points of the brain. Command points of the brain stem. And Chris, yeah, I hope you got the email. That's what I did during an infection. Not the end of the world, but it is pretty aggressive. And there are natural herbal antibiotics which do not disrupt the microbiome like traditional or modern, I should say, antibiotics, medications. Modern medicine's been around for 200, 250 years, while herbal medicine, Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, shamanistic medicine has probably got around a 5,000-year history. So blood flow, nerve flow to the spine. So let's focus on T1 to T8. And good to hear from Mama Shari. And everyone, Happy New Year again. So C3, 4, and 5. Also good for the sore throat is slippery elm. I have lozenges that I took. You can take them by lozenge. Slippery elm soothes and coats the throat. That is for you, incredible guru. Poor digestion, it is also part of that. We focus on the microbiome. And as always, we ask people, are you getting better, worse, the same? Hoping for improvement for everyone, of course. And CV4 for the microbiome for Incredible Guru as well, and the ouch point for the actual throat. And you are welcome, Incredible Guru, and grounding. Liver 3 and kidney 1. And for Edna, who I have met, soft palate muscle strength, speech, dry mouth. How are you doing, Edna? Weak legs, ankle, and hand, left foot drop, vertigo, and MS. For everyone watching today, I can highly recommend a colon cleanse and a parasite cleanse. Seems to be a foundational way to prepare the body to remove any challenge, or at least reduce inflammation. So for soft palate, blood flow to the brain. Command points of the brain, like our CPUs, bunch of CPUs in the brain. Dry mouth, C3, 4, and 5, weak legs and ankles. So we focus on 2 plexus of nerves for the arms, hands. Brachial plexus for Edna. Lumbosacral plexus. For the left foot drop. Lumbosacral plexus. Vertigo, of course, GV17. T1 to T8 for MS. My apologies. I'm on the 3rd week. Takes 4-5 weeks to completely clear out. I was bedridden for about 7 to 10 days. It was that aggressive. Listened to a lot of music. thyroid. So that is an iodine deficiency oftentimes. So nascent iodine. Or Lugol's iodine. And better yet, sea vegetables. From Larch Hansen at Maine Sea Vegetables. The Seaweed Man. And T5, T6 for the hole in the granddaughter's heart, which I'm guessing so far it's not having a negative impact. It might create an issue for growth, but overall she will be fine. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. There we go. And let's check back with our Chris Turner. Thank you for joining. And let's continue on. Happy Mama, happy birthday, or happy New Year, rather. So to the right, I have what I would consider to be the most advanced eye care products that I've found in my practice. Let's make sure the links are correct. Let's see. Yes, I would look up DMSO Eye Care product, and then there's a Qigong, sort of a TCM point for cataracts, but eye care information, eye care products, and combination of castor oil and DMSO, and you can't go wrong with that. Chi for perfect blood, and Laura for healthy hormones. Command points of the brain and the brain stem. Perfect blood, T1 for the bones, cranial sacral fluid for the nourishment of the bones. And you've been doing super for many years, and we just want to keep that going. You're doing great. And for people interested in Tongren, the 17th for Tongren level 1 and January 31st, bodywork massage. So let's work on the lymph as well. T3 for the lymph, T7 for the spleen and the lymph, T1 to T8 for the immune system. And for Lara, hormones, hypothalamus, pituitary, and GB13 for abundance. and T1 to T8. But additionally for hormones, CV20 for the pituitary, 22 for the hypothalamus, C6, C7 thyroid, parathyroid, L2 for the adrenals. The entire HPA axis, hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal axis for Laura as well. Liver 3 and kidney 1. And next we have, let's take a look at the land of social media. So next we have Evan for inflammation, also from Happy Mama, Evan for inflammation, psoriatic arthritis, any itis, let's work on that. I would also recommend castrol packs on the liver. Hope you all had a nice holiday and New Year of whatever kind you have. All good. Command points of the brain. Command points of the brain stem for Evan, and T1 to T8 for inflammation and itis, T4 for the skin. T9 liver for detoxing. And much abundance for Evan as well. TB13, Evan and Laura, in Tong, third eye. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. All right, moving right along. And your left leg has been really weak. Definitely castor oil on that, Edna. So increase circulation, red light therapy, increase circulation as well. The panels or the biomat. And let's check for our friends on social media. These are holiday times, cold times. So let's work for everyone a lymph tune-up. Blood flow to the brain, brain stem, and let's do a 6-part lymph process for happy moment, everyone, for a lymph tune-up. Sky window lymph. Wise user, you're next. And then the axillary lymph for everyone. And inguinal lymph. So there are collection centers. There is a collection center in the sky window for all of the brain and all of that area. Collection centers in the armpits for all of the upper torso, left and right. And then the lower area, inguinal area, for everything in the lower quadrant, left and right. And then grounding, but first we go to the lymphatic duct, to the subclavian veins, and grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And let's do some extra work on your left leg there, Edna, for sure. Happy New Year, Del. I gave someone your contact info. I hope that was okay. Sound like they could use your help and expertise in that part of the world. So let me know if that works out. And let's work for any requests that you may have as well, Del. Okay, so next, wise user. Tap for Hashimoto's. Blood flow to the brain. And the endocrine system, hypothalamus, pituitary. And you're very welcome, wise user. So, hypothalamus, pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid. T1 to T8, and the inflammation, but C3, 4, and 5 for the eyes. Intang for clarity, GB13 for clarity as well. On many levels, C3. Take a look at our eye information on the right of the chat as well. And again, C6, C7, thyroid. The prostate is a center for zinc. The thyroid is a center for iodine. Tracy, welcome. There's an app I've been using, which seems really cool. I think it's called HUMA with healing frequencies. I actually used it a lot while I was down with the flu. There's good frequencies and good different things. So Huma, I think is the name of it. Meditations, like a one-time lifetime subscription. There are specific ones for nervous system relaxation, which would be the vagus nerve, and we will get to that right away. So lumbosacral plexus for Edna. Definitely castor oil on the lumbosacral plexus area behind the knee. Yep, it was quite a flu. Felt like I got run over by a bus more than once. It's the energy. What's a good word for that? Energy emptying situation, lack of eating. But it'll go through and we'll all be stronger. And left leg, let's do the outer point on the back for Edna. On the side for Edna. And the front for Edna. Let me know how that is helping. Timid local. Endometrial, peritoneal, which is like linings of different parts of the body. So we want to go deep. Definitely castor oil on the CV4 area. I would do it overnight. Okay, blood flow to the brain. I would definitely look into Dr. Maka's ivermectin. Recently had a really good video on dosing. One milligram per kilo of weight. Higher if necessary, but that's a good dose. Blood flow, nerve flow to the spine. T3 for the lungs. L1, L2 for the lungs. Lung pain. Let's work on that directly. Lung pain. Lung 1, Lung 2, and TCM, CV 17. Sorry to hear that you're lightheaded today. And let's do some more with the lungs. T3, lungs again. Blood flow to the brain. 3 blood supplies. Also good for Liam, Christine, rather. And I just want to bring in some others that can use our help. And Jim. Yep, that's what I want to see. Well, worked earlier and working some more now. Lightheaded. So again, 3 blood supplies for timid local. Carotid artery, vertebral artery, occipital artery. Also good for Augustina, Auguste. Vitals are good. Good to hear right side pain and abdomen. Let's work on CV6, CV4. And welcome Sunny Gem as well. So bring me up to speed. Remind me again what you're doing for detox. Clay baths, charcoal, herbs, clay drinks, zeolites. Let me know what you're doing. See if we can do more. This has been a while, so it's very challenging for you, I am sure. Thigh muscles and hips for Dell, absolutely. Okay, so Tracy, stress and emotions, GB13 right side. Nervous system relaxation, vagus nerve, GB12. GB13 right side for sleep. Nervous system relaxation, hypothalamus, pituitary. Yep, sauna, red light, clay pectosol, charcoal, and glutathione. I would add to that clay baths, body-wide hot clay. Red light is a great option. I think if you do sauna and red light and then the clay, that's a great 2-part process. I probably explained that before. Loosen things up with the light and the heat and then pull them out with the clay would be the best option. Sea vegetables, nutrient-dense foods, of course, as well. Christine, Jim, and Liam. T1 to T8, as well as Auguste. And let's continue with the stressors. Stress, emotions, T1 to T8 for Tracy. Sleep, definitely that Huma, person with the frequencies. I have it as an app on my phone. It is great. It has some sleep frequencies. You can get them on YouTube, but his is more organized. And he also has guided meditations as well. I really like his 840 frequency. That seemed to really help a lot while I went through the flu. T1 to T8 for immune boost as well for Tracy. So anxiety, we work on the liver can be anxiety, but kidneys and heart. Chinese medicine, emotions. So with all of those things, are you seeing improvement, Sunny Gem? The specific clay that I recommend has charcoal and sacred clay. You need binders, as I can see from your list. Binders. And I hope you're doing better. Tracy, let's do some really focused grounding. Spleen 6. CV17, spleen 6, liver 3, and kidney 1. Cognitive support, again, mold, smoke, and chemicals, T1 to T8. There is a product called Mycozil from Dr. Group. Microbiome. So lots and lots of probiotics. Build immune system, the inner terrain. That's what it's all about. Sinus and lung infections. T3 for the lungs, C3, 4, and 5 for the sinuses. And for cognitive support, 3 blood supplies to the brain. Sky window, vertebral artery, and occipital artery. Also good for Tracy as well. Relaxation response, blood flow to the brain, and again, GB12 for Tracy for the relaxation response. Breath work, resistance breathing is another option, which I've used for people to reduce even panic attacks. T1 to T8 for infections for Sunny Gem. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And let's focus on Del now. Blood flow to the brain, give Del a complete tune-up. I think he's on a train. Just a lucky guess. I hear a train in the background. Is that right? Blood flow to the brain. Command points to the brain. In the UK, is the flu hitting everyone there? We have two things going on, the flu, which is impacting the lungs, and then we have a bug, kind of like a digestive attack, viral flu kind of thing. So two things going around. I'm lucky, only one. Looking forward to not having any more. Ah, the train. I did hear the train. So, thigh muscles and hips. So, blood flow to lower extremities, T7. Nerve flow to the lower extremities, lumbosacral plexus. And then the thighs and the quads and the hips. Good idea, good tip. He wipes the inside of his nose with iodine. A classic for prevention. I know when I was a kid, we even had iodine on our skin. And again, the thighs, quads, thighs, hamstrings, lumbosacral plexus, sciatic nerve that goes down to those areas. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Next we work for Robert Burns, platelets, blood flow, nerve flow, and we do a craniosacral tune-up for everyone. Crystal palace, hypothalamus, thalamus, pituitary, and pineal gland. GV17. Gateway between the body and, in Chinese medicine, the microcosmic orbit. T1 for the bones and bone marrow. And that's a great tip. Wipe the inside of your nose with iodine. Thank you very much for that tip. T1 to T8. Bones, B cells, platelets. For Mr. Burns. And grounding. Thank you for joining, Dell. Liver 3 and kidney 1. And I think we've caught up with everyone. We got a good group. And Rosanna says she's using poke root castor oil balm. Is that from the one that I actually put it on my website because it's so good? On the ovarian cyst? Yes, that's a great idea. I have a bottle here, and believe it or not, this bottle says, and I am reading it, and I actually sell it on my website now because it is so good. I only have things that I really care about. Historically used for cysts, tumors, swollen lymph, cystic acne. Organic ingredients, poke root and castor oil. Yes, Missouri Herbs. That's the company. I've communicated with these people. That's their thing. They are connected. They're brilliant. So, ideally get the one with the dropper, and then you can, it goes longer, lasts longer. If you put it on CV4, for example, I would also put a hot pack on top of that to get it deeper. And we know how that goes. That will help a lot. So I'm glad to hear that you're using that. And let me just make a quick. Okay. Hot water bottle is perfect. Keep doing it. That's its thing. It will help a lot. And good luck with that. Keep me informed, Rosanna. And we will now do some Qigong for everyone. And for Rosanna, do some extra focus on CV4 for you as well. Edgar Casey used it for ovarian cysts. With the poke root, it makes it even more powerful. If you are familiar with DMSO, you can add a couple of drops of DMSO on it as well. Start off slowly, though. Working on Robert, Liam, Jim, Christine, Augustina from Ecuador, everyone. We have our friends from Canada as as well. Charge the batteries, especially CV4 for everyone, and Rosanna, and calming the mind for Tracy and others. And now we will do the tone. Thank you all for joining. Keep in touch. In between, anything I can do to help is what I want to do. So thanks very much, everyone, for joining. Blessings to you all in this new year. Hoping for speedy recovery and improvement and reduced suffering for all of you. Thanks very much, and have a great day.